Hi guys, I'm Stefan, and in this video I want to teach you how to play Adele's Easy on Me on the piano. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already done so, and if you like what you see, give this video a thumbs up. This arrangement was created by me specifically for the level 3 beginner piano course for solo learners. But even if you're not following that course, you can learn this piece, and it's an early intermediate arrangement of the song. And as with all the pieces arranged for this course, there's nothing in the piece that we haven't covered in the level 3 lesson book. So all the concepts, rhythms, notes and key signatures have all been covered in the level 3 lesson book. So the piece goes really well with level 3, but if you're not following the course, then you can just learn it as an intermediate version of this tune. So let's turn around and have a look at it. The piece is in 3 sections really. The first section is the introduction, then we have the verse leading to the chorus, and then we have the chorus, which is section C. The ending, the final 4 bars, are the same as the intro with a little bit of a difference. So it's kind of A, B, C, and then an A plus in the end. The rhythm all the way through is the same. We have this very heavily syncopated rhythm where we always have ties and dotted notes carrying on, so the notes fall off beat. And if you understand that at the very start in the first 2 bars, then you're not going to have any problem later on. So we're going to deal with the rhythm first, and then I'm just going to play the rest of the piece without talking too much about the rhythm once we understand how it actually works. So we are in F major, so every B is going to be B flat, and it's always a good idea to play an F major scale or an F major broken chord arpeggio just to kind of tune into the key. And we are in 4/4, so 4 quarter note beats in every bar. The left hand is kind of just providing the support notes, so the bass note of the chords, and you can see the chords at the top with the chord symbols above the stave. The right hand has the main tune, which is enriched with some chords here and there to make it sound more interesting. Now, this is a solo piano arrangement, which means that the melody is played by the right hand, but if you want, you can still sing along and it works just as well. So let's have a look at section A, which is the first 4 bars, the introduction. Left hand is going to start in this F position, and we have 4 chords. We have an F, we have a D minor, we have an F major in first inversion, and then B flat major. And how it works is we have to hold down the bottom note. As you can see, that's a whole note, 4 beats. And then we have a rest and 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's all octaves and holding down the bottom note. 1, 2, 3, 4. D, 2, 3, 4. A, 2, 3, 4. And then a B flat, which has a fermata, so you can hold it a little bit longer before going on into the verse. And that's the left hand. We're also going to pedal in this piece to blend the harmonies, otherwise it might sound a little bit too dry. In regards to pedaling, you want to pedal every time the harmony changes. So every time you see a new chord symbol, you re-pedal. The right hand is going to start in this CFC position. I'm going to play it first with a clap, and then we're going to try to find some subdivisions to count it out in a way that you can be really sure of the rhythm. Now, obviously, if you listen to these kind of rhythms a lot, your body is going to remember how that rhythm sounds, but it's also a good idea to know how to count it out in an easier way to make sure that it's really what you want to play. So 1, that's it. So as you could hear, the right hand notes were coming off beat, so on the second half of the beat after the clap. Once again, 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's the rhythm. Now, how can we count this out? We have such small note values that 1 and 2 and 3 and is not going to work. You can either go 1 and but I have a better idea. Why don't we break each beat into 4 counts? So the first beat is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. The second beat 1, 2, 3, 4, and we basically say 1, 2, 3, 4 4 times. And that way we can subdivide the beat into 16th notes or semiquavers. So what I mean by it is if you have a quarter note, that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. And when we have the dotted quarter, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. And then the 16th comes under 3, 4. And the dotted eighth is always going to be 3 counts long, and the 16th connected to the 8th with a tie is also 3. So let me put this into practical. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's the easiest way to count it out. It's a lot of numbers, but it makes more sense because it's always in fours. So you don't need to count one ender, which can be very confusing when you count quickly. And once you feel this rhythm, this 3-3-2 in the second half, then that's the same all the way through. Now let's play through these 4 bars without the count. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. And there is our fermata, so finishing that section. As you could see, the thumb stays on this C almost all the way through, and we have these intervals playing out the melody, so 2, 3, 4 on the G. So it's really easy to read because all you need to do is look at the top note of each chord, because the bottom note is always going to be a C. Now, when you put it together, the only difficulty comes when you have those ties and syncopated rhythms and the left hand is playing on the beat. So I'm going to play it once, hands together, just so you can hear it, and then I'm going to show you how those bits come together. So. So the difficulty is in bar 3. Bar 1, 2 is holding the half note, but in bar 3, we have this 1, this left, right, left, right, left, right. So how do we count this out? Again, we go back to our 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Once again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And this way you're never going to make a mistake. And that's basically the introduction. Now let's go on to section B, which is the verse. I'm going to play through the left hand again. We start in F, and this time we have quarter notes at the top all the way through. So bar 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, D, 2, 3, 4, and now we have this inverted chord A and F. 1, 2, 3, 4, and the B flat chord, B flat and F, 1, 4. The right hand starts in this C F position. There's a little upbeat in the previous section at the end of the introduction. So very similar to the introduction, but we incorporate the melody a little bit more. And again, the same rhythm goes all the way through. We have these little roll-ups, which is ti-ri-ti, ti-ri-ti-ta, ti-ri-ti-ta. And then that rhythm just keeps repeating, and be very careful again when the two come together. Let's have a look at that. 1, then a dominant C chord for the final beat, and we go on to bar 9 onto the chorus, which is basically the same with a little bit of a different ending. So left hand F, 1, 2, 3, 4, D, 2, 3, 4, F inversion, 3, 4, B flat, 2, 3, 4, and the B flat octave, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a little arpeggio. 5, 2, 1, crossing over to the D. And that's our little bridge going to the chorus. Right hand starts C, F. Let's beat the pulse again. 1, jump to the F, back to C. climbing up, and now here we're in the C, A position. And the B flat chord, 1, 2, 5, D, F, B flat, and falling down to the A. And then we go to the chorus. So hands together, 1, and then let's go to the chorus. So section C. Left hand is going to be all in octaves. Now, if you have smaller hands and you really struggle to play lots of octaves in consecutive order, then you can just play the bottom note. The point of the octaves in these arrangements is to create a dynamic contrast between two sections. So to make sure that we feel that something changed, where in the chorus we try to create a more dramatic sound as opposed to the verses where it's a slightly less dramatic left hand, but it's essentially the same chords. So we start on this F, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, G, 2, 3, A, B flat, 2, 3, 4. So it's moving a little bit more around. Right hand starts in this F major position, 1, 2, then jumping 1, 2, 4 to C, F, A. And here we have some thirds. So E and G and 2, 4 on the F, A. So once again, 1, 2. Then F number 3. And then a big chord, B flat, D, G, 1, 2, 4. And 5 on the A and 1, 2, 3 on the B flat chord. Same again. And that's it. So hands together. 1, A, G minor, B flat. And the next 4 bars are completely identical apart from the ending. So let's go on bar 19, hands together. Here we finish on an add 2 chord, so B flat, C, F, or suspension 2, whatever you want to call it. And then the intro comes back from bar 23, but this time we don't have the octaves in the left hand, we only have single notes to support the melody, and this is to create a more intimate ending to the piece. So B flat. And that's the end. And there's a bit of a slowdown in the end. Dynamics-wise, obviously you can color it as you wish. You can start quietly and build up towards the chorus. And the reason why it's so short, just one verse and a chorus, is because it was created for the level 3 beginner piano course. So making it much longer would make it a little bit too difficult for that level. And also, if you can play the first verse and chorus, you can use the same for the second one as well and the final chorus. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial of Adele's Easy on Me, and if you like this arrangement and would like to see other songs arranged for similar level, let me know in the comments. Thank you very much for watching. See you soon.